All right, you back in now? All right, come on. Come here. You got it? All right. All right, you back in now? Come on. Come here. You got it? All right. All right, you back in now? Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. And that will stop that. Okay. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Let me come over here. Hiya, Zoltan. How are you, brother? Zoltan. Mrs. Scratch and Go Crazy. Good morning or good afternoon. For me, it's good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock Wednesday. And as I say every Wednesday, you're halfway through the week, right? Basically, that's what I'm saying. I have no idea. Let's get off with it. Let's see. I'm having some chihuahua. Well, Zeus is running around being a normal pain as usual. So let's start her off with this for today.
Today is Wednesday. Wednesday?
It's Wednesday! It's Wednesday!
Every damn Wednesday.
Wednesday? What Wednesday?
Wednesday!
Every Wednesday!
Every Wednesday. And every Wednesday, y'all get to hear me talk to the dog sometimes. I don't know what Zena's doing. She's going back from one dog bed to the other, settling down, then get up and go to the other. It's odd. And then again, hey, they're my dogs, so they should be taught. All right, folks. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you had a beautiful Memorial weekend. I know I did. The wife and I had a good time. Let's see. Mike Schleiss. Hey, dude. Welcome. Come on in. Blessings. Let me pop this thing up right quick. Right about, I'd say 10 minutes before the show is ready to start. Okay, it's not there. I'm going to have to redo it. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo it. About 10 minutes before everything started, everything went right out the window. And I do mean right out the window. So I'm trying to get this set back up. I got everything set up with the giveaway tool. And I'm working on that now. If I just give me a couple of minutes, I think I can get it set up properly. Okay, here we go. Choose a live stream. It's this one here and this one here. Everything. I lost everything earlier. Drove me nuts. Okay. Start collecting and hit it there. Okay, we got it. Don't need that. Come back here. Go to here. Ding, 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 ding. And we have it. Hey, what do you know? I can push buttons. All right. Hashtag cheeky. That's us. That's me. I'm the cheeky one. The Chihuahua is Zeus, the mighty Zeus. And then, of course, the charm. That's Andrea, of course. That's us, Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. Hashtag cheeky, everyone, for a giveaway at the end of the stream. Must be present. And we called a meeting together and just keep spinning until you find. No, the wife put the foot down. We spin twice and that's it, because that's just crazy. Last time I went spin like 4 or 5 times. That's enough of that. So we're going to put the rule in basically. Yeah. We're only going to spin at least twice at the end of the show. If nobody's here, nobody's there. Okay, let's deal with it that way. It's not a big deal. Not really to me. Anyway, hashtag cheeky. Okay, I'll pop this up in time to time and the machine should pick them up. Enough of that. Ding, 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 bump, bump. Okay. Now, Zoltan, coin silver. Well, blessings and welcome. Come on in. Hashtag cheeky. Must be present to win. Must be 18 to participate. And let's face it, nothing against Stu. I like Stu. Stu Metals. He's over there in the UK. You need to have, if you're not in the United States, not CONUS, if you're not in the continental United States, you need to have at least a mailing proxy. So if I can mail it to you, if you win something, you buy something, I can mail it to you. Getting into the UK and going to other countries, that's a mess down there at the post office, and I'm not going that direction yet. It's a mess. I'm lucky I had Zoltan. Anyway, Zoltan, please listen up. Now, all packages, all shipping's done. All my shipping's done. I'm kind of proud of that. Yeah, okay. I like getting all my shipping done so I can say when I come in on Wednesday, all shipping's out, folks. Now, Zoltan, I found this on my table underneath a couple things while I was getting ready to do the show this morning. When your package arrives, if there is not a pink devil heart, I may have had a pink and a red one. I might have got them mixed up, but you should have a pink devil heart, the one you asked for from last week. If it's not in there, just do me a favor and send me an email with, like hashtag or the subject going ha, 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 with a lot of smiley faces. I'll know what it means. It means I missed it. And I'm going to have to send you another one. I'm going to have to get out another mailer, set it all up, write out your address and name it, and send that thing on out to you. How it got there, where it was at when I found this morning, this is either the second one I made, but I'm sorry, a thank you card's in there. So I got a feeling I might have missed it in your package. Let me know. I know I made a mistake. Just let me know. Like I said, just send me an email with a ha, ha, ha. I'll know what it means. It's a wild weekend. I hope y'all got to see the Wounded Warrior Project. I got to be a part of it. I got to get in there. Actually, my wife got in there. I was in the kitchen doing ribs and stuff when they popped up with that 007 coin, and she just launched across the room giggling and grabbed my phone, and she got that coin for herself. Yes, she did. She was happy on that one. That 007 coin, yeah, she liked that one. A little while later, I got a 1 ounce silver that says U.S. Army. I like that. It was nice. I got both those, and both those basically. Andrea did 20 years in the Army, people, and that's something to be proud of. I did 6 years in the Air Force, but she did 20 years. She retired from that mess. That's something to say. All right? Enough of that. Let's go to a little bit of the craziness that I like to play with. We'll pull down to here. Let's see. Let's start with this one, and I will show this one off in a minute. I hope you like the setting, the way I've got this, kind of dark, kind of quiet, because that's going to change in a few minutes.
Make reading exciting again with this all original 0.999 pure silver and gold foil flake with a 1943 steel war scent bookmark with antique glass finish. Available only at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms.
Now, have a look at this, folks. I can do this correctly. Here we go. Yeah. What I did was make a bookmark. I'm making a few of these, not this one. I made this one because I had an idea. I'm making some bookmarks for gifts for my wife's fellow teachers at the end of the year. I've already made a few of those. But I was sitting there thinking, all right, how about a bookmark that I understand? That's pure silver shot. That is gold flake. It's gold foil flake. It comes in little containers. When you go to the coin shows and you see the little containers of the gold flake, That's it. Tapped all in there. I would say that's about maybe might be a half gram, maybe of silver, maybe. And that penny, yeah, it was re-zinc, but it's a 43. And I made it to look like antique glass. And right there, if I can get it to come in properly, there it is. That's a pure silver, sterling silver eagle, screaming eagle. That's a very nice. That's a nice silver in there. And steel, steel. It won't rust in there, folks. That's sealed in there. That's a good bookmark. You can actually use it as a bookmark. One of a kind. There are no others like that. Nope. There are no others like that. And I'll show you the, gotta move this. The computer's giving me problems. I'm going to change this computer out probably this month because it's really driving me nuts. Simple as that. Now, here's one. This is a bookmark. That's real gold foil. Those are real flowers. That's a purple heart. Well, sterling cross. Those are real flowers, and that is gold foil. And there's a gold apple. Now, I thought that was kind of nice for a teacher. Because trust me, with some of the things I see that they go through, and I've helped them out now this year real close, being chaperoning and stuff. And trust me, I believe that they deserve a little gold and definitely a purple heart. Because some of those kids are rough. Serious, some of those kids are rough. I'm going to make a few more of those, and my wife's going to give those out to the teachers. The end of the school year, we got 2 days left. I got a couple of nights to finish those off, and I'll send those on home to her probably on Friday, the last day. All right, enough of that. If you would like something like this is a one of a kind. All right, and that is real 999 silver shot, and that is a sterling silver screaming eagle in there. The gold flake, yeah, it's gold. It ain't going to amount to nothing, but it sure is pretty in there mixed with the silver. You contact me at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms, and today only, and I'll call it today only, that's 10 plus shipping. Simple as that. Let me get back over here. I'm not actually paying. Here we go. Here we go. I don't want to miss anybody. New Marshall in town. Good morning. How are you? Blessings. How are you? I keep saying good morning. It's afternoon. It's good afternoon. I'll get it right. Who else come in? I'd have missed. Mrs. Guys just go crazy. Okay, Silver. Okay, gotcha. Awesome. Got it. AZ Coins. Good afternoon, AZ Coins. Blessings. Come on in. How are you? AZ is hashtag cheeky today. I'll pop it up in a little bit. All right. Now that I got the light out, I'm going to show off this table right quick. Now, if you want to get into a race, if we can get 10 people to say, yeah, let's get into a race. Okay, I'll start this quiet here. Here we go. It's 14 after. It's good enough. All right. We get 10 people to say, yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you want to get it in a race. Zoltan, please type it in for me. That would be 450 a spot, 10 spots. We'll have a duck race, and you will get your choice of a ounce of silver. If you want the panda back there, I'll throw in an ounce of copper. But you get a choice of an ounce of silver or 2 of my creations, and I'll pop them up and show you some of them up in a few minutes. But that's going to be the race. It's a duck race. Let's try to start it early. Just put a 1 in, and we'll try to get 10 people today. So far, I'm seeing 7 people in chat. We could probably do that today. Let's do that. Okay. I got a few things to show off and get to brag about, because I got a kick out of going over to my LCS the other day James was he didn't know he was waiting on me, but I'll tell that story in a minute. But I got something sweet that I really thought was neat. I will show that off in a few minutes. Let's get to the wall. All right. Let me slide this back. I'll give you guys a bit of a run here. Hold on. We'll go with this one. Kind of a nice tune, huh? Here we go. Let me adjust the camera just a bit. Just a bit. Just a bit. There it is. That's working. All right. A little bit of lighting there. Get it straight up. Come up this way. All right. And we have lighting. That one's not going to light very well, is it? Yeah, okay, well, I'll just pull it off and show it to you. All right. You guys know that I make certain things for myself. Of course, this is my Doctor Who. This is my little booter here. That's my little buddy. I gave that as a gift because I don't have a license, and I'm not going to try to make a whole lot of those. Like I've made 3 or 4, one for my sister, one for me, and now I made one for Katera for her birthday. That was not sold. That was a gift. Trust me, that was a gift. I will stress that fact, especially live on the internet. It was a gift. Okay? But yeah, if you want a gift, that's a nice gift. Now, I still have Screaming Eagles. Now, I'm going to tell a little story about this one. This one here was up on my wall. Okay, that's my normal Screaming Eagle. Oh, and it's either 1950. If you want them from me and today only, if you want one of my universal lapel pins, they will go for $10 plus shipping. That's half price on what's Itsy. Okay? I have several varieties and different runs. You got the shield going this way on the top crest. You got the shield going this way. Got this one here, just in case you might be in a medical career field. That will look nice on scrubs or something very nice. This one is new. This one is brand new. That is a metal charm in there. It is embedded. Of course, it has its own magnet. It's all embedded. You just put that up on your t-shirt and stuff. Just casually walk around. Somebody's bound to smile at you now. Now, this one's new as well. And I'm going to show you all the difference between these two pins. Because it's a big difference. There is a big difference. Okay. Now I got both hands. This one here is a universal lapel pin. The Screaming Eagle series. I get it. Come in. There it is. Oh, come on. Come back to me. There it is. Well, you're going to make me mad, camera. Okay. Now, that is that size. Compared to this size here, that's very small. Of course it is. That's a very small pin. Still has its own embedded magnet. That is a neodymium magnet. Let me put this one back, and I'll show this if I can get it to come up nicely. That is a red, white, and blue flag backing with a sterling silver Screaming Eagle. Okay? That is a sterling silver Screaming Eagle would make a beautiful tie tack or just a pin, still held together with neodymium magnets. Basically, I say this every week, so I'm trying to get it across to everybody. Don't stick it, click it. Why harm your clothing? These magnets work. Now, the one I sent to Katera, I made the magnet deeper in because she's a little girl. I've broken a couple of these magnets by letting them click too hard. I say, stick it. Click it, don't stick it. Click it. Put it right there. Boom. It's going to hold just as good as a pin. When it holds through the wash, it doesn't come off. When my wife can wear them and they don't come off. When I can wear them, they don't come off. And I fall asleep in them, they don't come off. They'll come off when you pull them off like this, though. Real easy. Now with Kateras, I put the magnet much deeper in, so it's a little less stronger, but it's still a strong neodymium magnet, and they can be broken. Trust me, they can be broken. I have broken them. I broke one like last week. This one here, I'll bring it up like close right quick. That's a full metal charm, embedded. I put a little extra glitter in the leaves. I get it to focus up. Here we go. It's even closer. Now, if you're watching me on my show today, folks, it's $10 for one of my universal lapel pins. They come in all kinds of sizes. I am going to be making more of the Mermaid's Lagoon. I actually only made 3 at the beginning. One went off to Genie Sweetheart. This one's still left. And the very first one, it didn't work. My very first one, my first idea did not work, and I destroyed it. Then I got smart and put it together and started with the layers of the sand properly, then the mermaids and the silver, and it comes out, and they come out nice. But I will not do the first one. But that's the only one I got left right now. I will do more of the Mermaid's Lagoons. I am making more of the Screaming Eagles right now. I am making more of these. I will probably make a couple more of this. I have a couple coming out in the Screaming Eagles series that will have, that will have this emblem, the flying heart, the heart with wings, heart, angel wings, whatever you want to call it. They'll have that symbol with the red, white, and blue flag. I also have for my Navy brothers, I'll have some anchors coming in, and I'm going to try to get that straightened out and put those on a red, white, and blue backing as well. And I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find something that I consider great for the Marines, but the anchor for the Navy, the Screaming Eagle for the Air Force, the heart and the wings for the Army. I'll figure something out for the Marines, but I'll work it out, and I'll finally get all 4 in a series and get that straightened out. But that is my universal lapel pins. This is the latest one right here. I can make these in all kinds of different colors. That's dark, of course, with glitter. But I've got a couple of different kind of charms like that I can use. If you got an idea, it's real simple. It's been scrolling along the bottom of the screen all the way through this, folks. It says Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. If you got an idea, you want to yell at me, that's how you do it. When you buy something, you're going to send me the email, tell me your address. That's how you do it. If you're going to go through PayPal or Zelle, that's how you do it. Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. I hit that sucker 5 or 6 times a day. I'm bound to find your email unless it doesn't stand out, but most of them do. But yeah, I will check that. I do it. I check it constantly. I want to make sure I keep everything going, keep it nice and fluid. That is the universal lapel pin. These are considered gifts, okay? And they are my gifts. They're mine. And yeah, you buy something from me, I'm sure we can work something out. All right, let me pull back over here and come out of there. come in here. Yeah, okay. Zoltan, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got to read down here. Read. She's going to be. Good morning, Corn Silver. Like what you see, content. Yeah, if you like something, she's going to be surprised. Yeah. And I'm hopefully, Sotan, I made sure that magnet was a little more embedded so she won't, I don't want her fingers to get snapped, okay? I play with magnets for many years now, okay? Especially the strong neodymium. And I've had a couple pinches that I've had to leave for weeks to finally heal. I ain't having that for a little girl. No. Uh-oh. Somebody let Darlene Schilling in the house. I mean, I'm sure I put a sign up somewhere, didn't I? I didn't put up no Darlene Schilling sign? I thought it was up somewhere. Maybe not. I forgot. Hi, Darlene. How are you? Yeah, with that one, she won't have to be too careful because I made it extra soft for her, basically. Let's make sure that this thing, when you open your package, Sultan, make sure that thing is in there. If there's not a if there's not a necklace that looks like that in there for her, like I said, just send me an email and just going, ha. I know exactly what it means. It's freaking me out. Yeah. In case y'all don't know it, Darlene Schilling is my baby sister. Every once in a while, you'll hear me refer to her as Tubby. That's her nickname from basic when we were babies and kids. Nobody else uses that name of my sister. I'm about to come up through the screen at you. No. That's my baby sister. All right. We've gone through the universal lapel pins. All righty. Yeah. Okay. Now, going to show off a couple new ones. First off, we're going to go with this one. This is not exactly new. Last week, I sold the red and pink version of this. All right. This one is the black and white version of it. I'm all tangled up in wires, folks. Hold on just a second. Got to get a light. Special light. Yep, special light. Because what happens, you're under normal lighting right here. I know we go places all the time, especially we went to the Dolly Museum and a couple places I go see Jeremy play or go see other people play. They have fluorescent lighting. Well, you get near fluorescent lighting with this little baby, you come near it, it's going to glow. I got to turn the light off. Sorry. Hold on. It will glow because I made it with glow-in-the-dark stuff. You hit it with a UV light. Let it pull in a little bit, especially you're walking around. You're walking around a place with UV light, it's going to pull it in. And it does that. Now, the white turns into a light lime green, and that black originally turns into almost a deep burgundy red. Kind of neat. I can make that in white and red right now. If you like that idea, just let me know. That's it. Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. Different kind of light, as you can see. All right, that one's done. Going to show off this one. Not everybody's into fantasy and stuff, but I'll tell you what. I think this one's pretty. If I can get it to just break in right. Let me turn this light off. That's better. No, can't get it to quite come in. But here we go. That's a little better. There we go. Let me keep my finger here. There we go. What we have here is a sterling silver fairy. Solid sterling silver. Very pretty. For those who like the fantasy, yeah, it's very nice. That has no backing. That is just simply a charm with it. Along with the one coming up next. I don't know how many hunters I have out there, but y'all might like this one. I got this one a little while back over at the LCS. As soon as I saw it, I went, "Ooh, wow, that's nice. Look at that big old buck." Sterling silver, pure sterling silver, one pour. That's a heavy one. That's no light sterling. That's not a small one either. You can see by my fingers. That's not small. You don't see those every day. Not every day. Okay. Now I'll tell you the difference tell you the difference about my jewelry. Real simple. You see that buck? He is sterling silver. You see the heart? That heart is hours and hours of time. There you go. That's a big difference right there. Hours and hours of time. Each line, each circle costed me right about, 10 minutes of curing. So each circle, blah, blah, blah. You're looking at close to an hour and a half of curing alone. Okay. It takes me a while. But what I call my simple jewelry is $10 plus shipping. If you're hearing me talk, you heard me say it. Now, my sterling is not that cheap. This one here is 20 plus shipping. It's a little heavier. It's just a little heavier. Like the fairy. These two are a little heavier. No backing. Straight silver. Let me know if you want a silver chain. If you want a paper silver chain, fine. I'll add it on. Or if you want the basic Amazon rope, I have no problem. I'll give you an Amazon rope, and it's straight. I recommend you use your own chains. You can buy mine. I have no problem with that. I'll sell it to you. But I highly recommend that, once you get the charm, put it on your own chain, because everybody usually has their own styles, their own way of wearing things, and they don't want to deal with that. But I want to show this up. Yes, if I can get it to come in nicely. Imagine wearing that somewhere. Okay, I'm definitely pushing all the wrong buttons today, folks. All right, let me get this set up again. There we go. That looks a little better. All right. I reached over to grab this, and everything came down at once and all come flying at me. So I threw up Xena there. That's my baby girl. Got her playing with a hummingbird or something in that one. All right. I reached over to grab this, and it all went flying. Okay. Now, if I get the bottom one, we're going to come up the top here. There we go. Let's come up here. Look at these. All right. Those are 2 Mercury dimes, definitely. That is a set of 3. There is Nautilus earrings. Tell you what, this is going way too fast. I'll do it myself. All right, what we're looking at here is a piece of silver, but it is pure 0.999, I believe, when they get this pure. It's done in electrolysis. Done in electrolysis, looks like a silver lightning bolt or something. I think it's kind of neat. It's a chunk of silver. It's about a half gram. That is gold flake all in the edges of it to give it a little bit of crest, but that is pure silver. This one here, we're looking at a Harley Davidson with a red, white, and blue background. Harley, yep, that's a nice little charm there. Definitely red, white, and blue background. Here. Now I'll adjust the camera just a little bit so we can see this properly. This is a set. You got paddles for earrings, sterling silver, of course, and a little branch. Looks like a branch from a tree. That's a pendant. That's a set. Sets will run you at $20 plus shipping. This next set, these are studs. And this is a little Celtic cross that goes with it. It's a pendant. That's a set. That's earrings and pendant. Here's the next set. The pendant is amethyst. And I do believe the earrings are garnet. Yeah, I believe they're garnet. He's getting it better there. Yeah. Amethyst and garnet. That's a set. That's 20 plus shipping. All right. Not to be outdone, you got a couple bejeweled Mercury dimes. Of course, there are 90% silver automatically. Anything in a pinch, you could always snip them off, but whatever. But of course, all my earrings are sterling silver hoops and stuff. I won't put anything else on there. Now, this is another set. I believe that's citrine. And this is this pendant. It's just a little circle, swirl. Kind of nice, goes together. And these are Nautilus. Let me get this upright. Turn the light off here. No, that doesn't do any good. Try this. There we go. Let's bring these up a little bit. There we go. Prehistoric Nautilus shell that was cut in half, polished up. That's an ancient fossil is what it is. And that's, of course, being topped by 2 tiger eye stones. Beautiful earrings. I think they're gorgeous. All right, that's the top tier. We talked about the top tier. Let's see if I can get the angle here. I got to pull over here. All right, folks, let's not forget, put a 1 in chat. Put a 1 in chat for the race. $450 a spot gets you a shot at 1 ounce of silver. Most of the shows out there right now are all doing 5 and 6. I'm telling you, $450 at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms. I'm only on for about an hour to hour and a half, folks, on Wednesday. That's why I'm giving you a big shot at it. I'm only on here on Wednesdays. I'm thinking about expanding. I am thinking about it. Now, got them all set up. That there is what they call vintage Mexican jewelry, silver. Very nice. Has its mark. Solid sterling silver. That weighs some, folks. That weighs some. Okay. That's a wolf on a black backing. Sterling silver. All this stuff sterling silver. Well, except for this one, we have an Eisenhower Actually, I mean, not Eisenhower. It's a Roosevelt. That is a Rosie dime. 1964, I believe that one is. And of course, that's 90% silver. Come around to this one. Yeah. If you like walkers, have a look at these, folks. Yeah. That is 2 teardrop earrings. And each earring has a 1 gram of silver in them. The standing and the sitting liberty, 1 gram in each earring. That's 2 grams of pure silver just in the ears on your earrings alone. 2 grams of pure silver. All right, here we go. Now, this is a very heavy seahorse. As you can see, it's rather large. Let me pull it back a little bit. As you can see, that seahorse is about as big as 3 of my fingers put together. That's a large seahorse. That's all sterling silver. The backing, to most, it looks like sand because it is sand. It's a mixture of sand, resin, and some glitter. But that sand is pure Florida sand. It's been sifted, purified, layered out, pure sand, Florida sand. I did it. I know. I made these. That's a heavy seahorse there, folks. Next in line coming around will be a sand dollar. Yep. Had a seahorse. Now you got a sand dollar. This one comes with sterling silver chain. I'm not charging any more extra for it. It came that way to me. I'm sending it that way. Now, here we got the sea turtle. Sea turtle is pure sterling silver. He's a heavy little bugger, actually. And the backing, I call it planchards, the backings, is more of that Florida sand, a little more on the whiter realm. But what I did is I tossed in some gold flake just to give it a little bit of accent. So you've got silver and gold. Not a lot of gold, trust me, but you got silver and gold, once again, in the same product. Just like my bookmark, silver and gold. These, of course, are sterling silver, and I can get the word right, lapis lazuli. Oh, I got it right that time. No, I said that word so many wrong times, it's not funny. Lapis lazuli. That's a beautiful blue. They say that was the stone of the Anunnakis. And we're back to the vintage Mexican silver. All right, folks, you've seen all my jewelry. You've seen all my pins. Yeah. I will go through the prices again right quick. Then I'm going to show you a couple other things. All right. If you want a set, that means earrings and a pendant, that'll set you back $20 plus shipping. If you want something like this beautiful buck, that's $20 plus shipping because of the silver content and how much they weigh. My simple stuff, like all resin, that's not simple, but I'll count it as simple. I always have to make more if I can make more. Those are going for 10 plus shipping. 10 plus shipping. The basic earrings, that's not a set like the Mercury's, the lapis lazuli. The basic earrings are going at $15 plus shipping because of the silver content, of course. Okay, that's basically run through all the pricings I've got for my stuff. Let me put up a commercial here right quick. Let me put on all my cartoons. I got to change everything again. Here we go. All right. Let me pin this down a little bit. Now, I'd say about a year ago, it was about a year ago. Yeah, things do change. About a year ago, I went into the local coin store over here called Village Stamp and Coin, or Coin and Stamp, whatever. Anyway, it's where I live here in Carrollwood over here in Tampa. And the man who was working there, who was running it, at the time, his name was George. And me and George got kind of along, kind of good. I'm always running my yap and asking questions. And he was always very helpful. He was always very friendly to me, always nice. Even if I had a dumbass question, he'd look at me like, yeah, okay, you really don't understand this, do you? Oh, no, I guess I'm not getting something. All right, well, let me explain it to you. And he would. That's a nice guy. Well, I walked in there one day, and there was this blue book sitting up on the shelf in the back, just sitting there. And of course, I spotted it. Ooh, Star Trek. I was like, what, 8 years old when it first came out, or 6 years old when it first came out? I think it was like 68. I was 8 years old. This is 1991 for the 25th anniversary. Okay. 91, 25th anniversary. Come with the COA and all that. And of course, there's Leonard Nimoy as Mr. Spock. Well, it was sitting up on the counter, on the shelf, and I spotted it. I was looking at something else at first, so I saw it, and I went, ooh, wait. So I was wondering if you're going to see that or not. I said, really? He says, yeah, I've been sitting there about a week. I said, yeah, I haven't been here about a week. He says, yeah. I said, how much you want for it? He gave me a good price. And I said, you've been sitting there for a week at that price? No way. He goes, I was wondering if you're going to come in here or not. If you're going to come back. That's the last time we talked. I said, oh, well, I told you I'd be back. And he grinned at me. He goes, yeah, I see that. All right. That's the way the conversation went. I bought that Spock, came home. Wow, honey, look at what I got. Look what I got, honey. Look what I got. And that was kind of neat. It really was. Now, a sad part of this story is my friend George passed on a little while back. And we lost a couple in our coin community here in the local community. We lost George. We lost John. Things change. Ed, who was in charge of the store over there in the local, he has sold it to James, who is a young man I rather like a lot. He's a trip, very young. I like him a lot. Very honest guy. Straight up with things. He wound up taking over the whole store now. I waltzed in there last week, and up in a corner, underneath everything, underneath the glass shelving, was sitting this. You'll notice it's a little different. Doesn't say the first anniversary and all that. It's just sitting there. James, okay. I'm knocking on the glass. Let me see that one. And he's looking at me a little odd. He goes, okay. He pulls it out, shows it to me, and I'm going to show it to you all. because it's not the same one. Trust me, it's a different, completely different. If y'all can see, yeah, there we go. That's William Shatner's James T. Kirk. And I'm going, oh my God, I got to have that. Oh, man, that's a perfect matching set. I got Spock, now I have James T. Kirk. Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, those were my science fiction heroes. I grew up with Star Trek. I was a Trekkie before they were Trekkies, whatever. I'm not that crazy about it, but I love Star Trek. And that was my big kick as a kid. And for that to be in there and me doing that, and I said, did I ever tell you what George did to me one day? And he looks at me and I said, he stuck that Star Trek Spock I've got up in the corner over there and waited for about a week for me to show up. And I'm telling him the whole story about the Spock one. And he's looking at me and he's just smiling. He's grinning. And I look at him and go, what? And he goes, I've heard that story. He says, you have? I says, yeah. I just didn't know it was you. So obviously, George had told that story to James, that what he pulled on me. Yeah, he pulled a good one on me, he did. He pulled a good one on me. He waited a week to see if I was going to show up, like I said I would, and then he sold it to me because he knew I was a big Star Trek fan. They're collector's editions. They're hard to get. They are hard to find sometimes, even get. And you try to order them, go ahead, try that. Yeah, ain't going to happen. It's like trying to get some of the original Doctor Who 1 ounces. Those things are expensive. They don't make them anymore. They're old. They're gone. Like me, almost old and gone. Okay, folks, I've rattled on pretty good. Let me come back up here. I'm going to pop this on right quick.
Make reading exciting again with this all-original 0.999 pure silver and gold foil flake with a 1943 Steel War scent bookmark with antique glass finish. Available only at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms.
You won't break it unless you try it with a hammer. You won't lose it. It's got a tassel to it. Put it in your books. I know a lot of us don't read anymore, but we should. We really should. Imagine a gift like that for someone you know does read. That's pure silver, sterling silver, and pure gold flake, all flaked in there. And that is a 1943 Steel War penny, war cent, whichever you want to call it. Available only by me at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms, because I'm the only one that makes something that crazy. Now, speaking of crazy, check these out. Let me get them arranged so I can put them in my hands so I can show them off right quick. Hopefully, they'll look nice the way I got them set. All right. Here's one. Brand new today. Pure solid Blanchard. It ain't going to break. Ain't going to go nowhere for years to come. And of course, that's a metal charm. Here's a rocket ship on a brilliant white. I put it, on this side, it's got pure spangle. It's got pure speckle there. You can see that speckle. But on this side, it's got like a brilliant burst to it. And I figured, yeah, let's put a rocket ship there. And then when I was playing with a rocket ship, I pulled out the purple one. If I get this right, there we go. I made a purple one with a rocket ship on it. Now, these are what I call my simples. And my simples are $10 plus shipping all day long. Just yell at me at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. That's easy enough. So we've shown off this, we've shown off those. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Oh, got these in last week. In case y'all don't know what this is, I know some people don't know, but in this community, a lot of us are a little more versatile of understanding things. But I have met people tell me flat out that that's not a real dollar. That's not real currency. That's fake. Blah 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 blah. They honestly don't know. That's an actual $2 note. Authentic, uncirculated $2. That's right. $2 note. Good serial number on it. Uncirculated. I picked these up because I've actually met people. Here's the second one. Different serial number. COA. Because people don't actually believe that $2 bills are real. I don't know how anyone, well, I can't say to be that dumb, but uninformed of our own currency in our own country. Jiminy freaking cricket. That blows my mind. It really does. How anyone can be that uninformed. But yeah, if you like what you see, if you're seeing something, contact me. That's easy. Or if you're in the chat right now, speak up. Jimmy, I want that. Okay, that's easy. Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. The easiest way to do it, send me your email. Give me your address. Be paid is easy. PayPal and Zelle are Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. Cash App is $ Jimmy Snowdog 2112. Simple as that. They're very simple to do. But if you like what you see, if you catch this later on, I know it's 12 o'clock. Some of y'all at work. You don't get to do it at lunch. Or you forget at lunch. You yell at me or check me out and see what I'm doing at lunch. Lunch, Wednesdays, at 12 noon. You call back. You look back and say, well, what did I miss? And you see something. Say, Jimmy, I saw that. You said that day and that day only. Okay. You contact me. Cheeky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. Talk to me. I'm not looking to make it rich, folks. I'm not going to make it rich doing this. I get a kick out of actually spreading the silver and some of the love. And trust me, how often do you see a solid fairy, pure buck, or a freaking pendant that changes color, 4 different colors when it changes lights? You don't see that too often. All my stuff's original and handmade here in the good old USA. And proud of it. Trust me, proud of it. That's my baby girl, Zena. Can't forget my buddy. Yep, that's Ruthie. We're in the same stage, okay? Over we are. I get a kick out of messing with things. I really do. I really do. Let's see what we're looking at. We got 7 in chat. We're looking at 1 o'clock straight up. Anybody put a 1 in? I don't think nobody sent a 1 in, right? I don't see anybody looking for a race. Okay. Make sure I haven't missed something, folks. If somebody said something like, Jimmy, I need this, or I would like that, and I didn't see it, speak up now, please. Otherwise, the shop's going to be closed for another week unless you yell at me on the internet. Oh, I meant to tell you about the story what happened last night. Yeah, I did. I forgot to tell you. I'm wearing one of these. Oh, and by the way, all shipping's out, people. I only see like Zoltan in the chat that he's getting something. But for MLZB and for Nash Landing, all that, everything's out. Zoltan, we've already talked about yours. I'm sorry. I hope it's there. I hope I'm just holding something that's extra. Anyway, I'm wearing one of these. I'm in the post office. Lady in front of me sees all the little Cheeky Chihuahua charm on labels on the packages. And she goes, oh, he's cute. And I said, he can be cute, but a pain in the butt. He's a full-blood Chihuahua. And we start talking about dogs. And she sees this up on my shoulder. I wear it up on my shoulder, on my chest, on my shirt. I wear these on my T-shirts. They look great. I've had people talk about it all the time. It's how I get attention, actually. She sees that. Her eyes get wide. And she reaches out and actually touches me and grabs the pin and goes, that is gorgeous. Where did you get that? And I went, oh, I made these. You what? And I simply got it straight across. I make these. You can find me on Etsy for $19.50 any day of the week. And I start to reach in to get my cards. No. How much you sell it to me now? I said, well, that's easy. You met me and they give you a card and I'll sell it to you for $10. She looks at me. She takes the card. She takes the pin. I'm trying to give her the magnet, but she is called up to go ahead and do her business at the post office at the actually where the business takes place with the person. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Oh, that stuff. You know that stuff. Yeah, sure. We'll do the Joe Biden. Oh, you know the thing. Anyway, she goes up there, and while she's doing her business with him, she reaches out, pulls a $20 bill, hands it to me, and she says, how do I make it work? And I said, you need the magnet. And I showed her how to use it. I showed her how not to get her fingers clipped. And she put it on. And while that was going on, I managed to hand out 3 more cards because people want to know more about this pin. Okay, it was day after Memorial Day, but let's face it. I wear this pin year round. I don't play. I wear that pin year round. I'm a vet, proud of it. I'm an American, proud of it. Okay. Looks like we're not going to sell anything. It looks like we're not going to get a race going. We're past our 1 hour deadline, or what I call my deadline. Let me reach up over here and grab this here. Let's see. We did that one. We did that one. We didn't do this one.
Cheeky.
Chihuahua.
Charmed. Cheeky.
Chihuahua.
Charmed.
Oh, yeah. I call that the colors of spring. Here we are. May. Going to be June, July, and August soon. So we're looking at summer. I've already started playing with some other different colors. Uh-oh. The cheeky chihuahua is storming around, sneaking around, looking at me like, Daddy, I'm going to do something. You better not. Come here. Come here, sugars. Come here, sugar butt. What are you doing? Come here, you silly butt. Come here. Him's my buddy. Him's my little buddy. Yes, that is. Uh-oh. He's at it. There he goes. You got to talk, don't you? Yeah, you do. There he goes. Silly thing. Uh-oh, there's the rest of them. He does that thing. Yeah. All right, that's enough. That is enough. That is enough of a silliness. Come on, that is enough, silly thing. Sorry about that, folks. That's my boy. He had to have something to say today. All right, let me clip over here. Come up to here. Yeah, we're way past 1. Ain't nothing going on. Oh, wait a minute. Let me read this again. Yeah, and Zeus speaks. Hurricane season and Zeus speaks. Yep. Show me the earrings again. And it sets. What? Had an amazing Memorial Day. Yeah, we did. We ate some good ribs. I spent 3.5 hours cooking them things. Zena, hush. Hush. No back talking. Always got no last word either. No. Silly thing. I got the dogs. He started howling. Now the rest of the dogs in the building are howling and barking. So it's going to go on for a bit. Darlene Shelley wants to see the earrings. Which ones? Which ones, Darlene? You look at these the other day. As close as I can get it. Get some light on there. Dink. There we go. Now, these are garnet with amethyst. These are studs that I hadn't. They look like branches. I'm not sure. Along with a Celtic cross. These look like paddles to me. I don't know what they are. They're sterling silver. They're solid. And that looks like another branch off a tree of life or something, but that's a pendant. And you got a Harley Davidson with a red, white, and blue backing. This is pure electrified silver in its purest form. About 999 pure. So it looks like a lightning bolt coming out. These are fossils. This is a nautilus shell that's been cut, polished. Of course, that sterling silver has been wrapped around. Then the top, those are tiger eye stones. Now this here is a set that's citrine with a swirl. And these here are mercury, 90% mercury dimes. Zeusy, what are you doing? You're up to something. I don't trust you, Zeusy. Never trust a chihuahua. Ever. Okay, now backing up here. The lapis lazuli. All right, let me come back up here. They dangled. I think they were blue and silver. Oh, you're talking about these. Yeah. Zoltan's correct. That is sterling silver with lapis lazuli. I pronounce that name wrong almost every time I do it. Very pretty, very shiny. I like the Harley Davidson with the red, white, and blue and backing for Mike. Okay. This one right here for Michael. Hey, Miss Ella. Welcome. Come on in. Save here, first is here. Yave here, hurt is here. Hello, Ella. How are you? Hope you had a great Memorial Day. Okay, so which one do you want, darling? Right there, the red and blue. The blue and silver ones. Oh, okay. The lapis lazuli. These right here. Okay. Not a problem. On Chicky Chihuahua Charms today, that's only going to set you back because it's silver, 15 plus shipping. Thank you very much. And we'll get that in the internet. Get that as soon as we get your PayPal or wherever you send it to. PayPal is Chicky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. If it's Zelle, it's still Chicky Chihuahua Charms at yahoo.com. If you're using Cash App, it's $ Jimmy Snowdog at Jimmy Snowdog 2112. Knowing you as my sister, I'll get it in cash later. We'll set that up and take care of it. I got a sale today. Thank you very much, Darlene Silly. Okay, I'm right here before we blue and silver one. Okay, got you. Miss Ella, if you're still in there, yeah, Miss Ella, put in hashtag Cheeky. Let me put this up right quick. You guys got to remind me of this stuff because I'm not that smart. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I got to push this button here. I forget these things. Now I know why you guys do things the way you do. All right. It's this one here. Yep. Okay. Hashtag Cheeky. Miss Ella, put in hashtag Cheeky. Because the show's basically done. And the Harley charm for Mike for 4th of July. Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. I'll take care of that, darling. I will take care of that. Isn't there a luxury tax on family or something like that? Anyway. All right. We got hashtag Cheeky, Mr. Come on, Miss Ella. Throw in that hashtag Cheeky. I'm going to reach over here and do this. And put these guys up. First one. Now, see, that one came with StreamYards. And of course, that wasn't good enough for my crazy butt. I had to do this one. That's it. Time's out. All right. Let me bring this up right quick. Darlene Schilling, you're talking about Erin. I believe she was January is her month year, her birth year, birthstone. That's garnet. Here's sterling silver garnet. It's a set with the amethyst pendant. That's something you might think about. Watch your mouth, Tubby. Because you know me, I'll tell on myself in a heartbeat. I don't care. During the at the end of closing up for Memorial Day cleanup, after all the ribs and the food, we had a 6-foot table in the house. I closed that sucker on my crotch. Boy, that was stupid. But that hurt. Let me tell you, I did it. All right, let me get over here. We're done. Let me get up here with the go back here, add to stage. There we go. Now, I've already done all the countdowns and all that. Let's go. I'm busy running my mouth. Sorry. Must be present to win, and it is Miss Scratch and Go Crazy. All right. You still here with us? I hope you're still here with us. Come on, Miss Scratch. You still in there? Come on, Miss Scratch. Miss Scratch and Go Crazy. Let's go. Must be present to win. Yeah, that was crazy what I did. At the 6-foot table, I had to fold it in half, and I just told my sister, move back. I don't want you to get hurt. And I closed that damn table right on myself. It folds. Boy, that hurt. All right. Miss Scratch, you don't look like you're in there. You don't look like you're in there. I'm going to go over here and do it one more time on a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Going to do it again. Boop. Come on. One more time. This is it. This is it. Come on. And our winner is today. Oh, gee. Well, you can forget the shipping. Congratulations, Darlene Schilling. I saw that. You said, I'll take it before it even hit it. Oh, yeah. That was funny. But congratulations, Darlene Schilling. Let me get over here to the picker wheel. I got to go over here. First, we go stop sharing and remove that one. Okay. Come over here. Hit this. Hit this. Hit this. Show me this. And show me this. Here we go. Share. Okay. We got it. Now I got to put it straight in. Do we really need this? Go away. Go away. All right. Never mind. It won't go away. All right. In the giveaway bag today, we have a 1 grain card of silver, lucky charm with flamingos, a lucky clover, a penny pendant, sterling silver heart studs, a 1930 Buffalo nickel, a presidential dollar of Mr. Bush, a presidential dollar of Mr. Carter. That's what's in the bag today. Now we're going to go ahead. It's definitely being shared out. Got it. Okay, that's going right. All right, there we go. Push this button here, and we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Let's go. All right. Reach over here. Let's first do this. Reach into the bag. This giveaway bag. Didn't know he didn't know he was doing it, but I decided to repurpose a bag I got from Silver Paws 22. That's Robert. He's a whack job. He's about as nutty as me. We're all little nuts. But here we go. And now we pull it. You got the Lucky Flamingo. That's a Florida Flamingo and a Lucky Charm keychain. Congratulations, Darlene Schilling. Well, that makes shipping real easy. Yeah, it does. That makes shipping real easy for me. Okay, folks. Yeah, congratulations to you. All right. Pick me. Well, you did. All right. Let me come over here. Let me find something to kick us out with. Let's see. Oh, I haven't shared this one in a while. Where's it at? Where's test? Where's test? Oh, come on. There's Batman. Oh, leave it.
We're going to do two 2019 P. Got an SP69 and an SP70. Both are 2019 Ps, Native American enhanced coin and currency set.
You are starting to get sleepy.
Again, both these by
Very
NGC.
sleepy.
That's the 69. Here's the 70.
Let's face it, there's some people that should not play with videos. Okay, still done sleeping. What do you mean you're sleeping? Put the garnet earrings and necklace in my pile for Aaron. Okay, got that. And pray for the 1930 Buffalo nickel. Well, you keep playing, Darlene Schilling. Keep coming back every Wednesday at noon at Cheeky Chihuahua Charms here at Jimmy So Dog. Keep coming back every Wednesday and play, and you'll probably get that nickel. All right? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Blessings, everyone. Have a great week. Remember, it's Wednesday. It's downhill from there. All right? Love everybody. Blessings. Bye-bye.